Blessings, beloved ones. This is Amara Amethyst, and I'm here with a lunar tarot scope for all of us for the time period between the full moon in Pisces, which is also a lunar eclipse, on September 16th, which is today, through the new moon in Libra on September 30th, 2016. So wow, hi, I hope everyone is doing really well right now, or at least that you are hanging in there through these times, which are quite intense. Sorry, another card just fell out. We've had a couple of cards, 3 already, just pop out of the various decks that I'll be using for today's tarot scope. So that's exciting. We've got some strong messages coming through. A lot of messages from the elemental realm, also from the angels, and the many forms of the goddess have been coming to me lately. So I'll be sharing some of those with you. So back to these really intense times. This is the 3rd eclipse in a row in the last month. So that's quite a bit of changing energy. There's a lot of other astrological events happening. So there's a lot of information about that online. I'll leave that to you. But just for our purposes, it is a very intense time. It feels like a crucible to me, or if you're familiar with the tarot, it feels like the Tower card, where the walls of the reality which we've built around ourselves seem to be crumbling around us and leaving brand new space for expansion. But sometimes when we're in the midst of those walls crumbling down, it doesn't necessarily feel positive, or it can be kind of scary, but it's okay. And we can call upon the energy of the moth and the bat for guidance through dark times, and also for assistance with graceful and easy transformation. This is also a time period where myself and several others have been receiving repeated guidance of the importance of self-love and self-care, commitment to self and self-love. This is the time to truly learn and implement how to best care for and support yourself, and to put that into action right now. So find out what it is if you don't already know. Some people do, some people are still learning, and it's something that does constantly change. So I invite everybody to re-explore how you can best support and love yourself. This is also a time to really align with your higher guidance and your divine mission, and to really take the time to reevaluate whether what has put you on the current path that you're on is still your highest path. Sometimes we receive guidance to do things, and as we follow that guidance, we are taking steps in the right direction, but it's not necessarily taking steps in the direction that we thought it was going to be. So these steps that we've taken in the meantime, while we may not be I'm just listening in to figure out how to word this. While we may not be following through with exactly what we had originally intended to do, the steps that we have taken along the way have put us into the exact right place for us to find our new inspiration and follow our highest path in this now moment. So it's very important for us to be in contact with our inner knowing, with our true desires, our true wishes, and also with our guidance, and not to be engaging as much with our ego desires. Unless that's your game right now, in which case enjoy it while it lasts. But do know that, especially with these types of energies that we're in right now, that game may come to a screeching halt. So it's totally up to you. You can do whatever you want, and it's great to do whatever you want. We're all here to do what is in our path, and to follow our own inner compass. This is just a reminder to most of the people watching this video, if not all, that this is a very important time to reevaluate whether or not what we evaluate what our true motivations are for doing things, and also evaluate the guidance which we are receiving, because this guidance may have changed since the last time we made plans, so it may be time to readjust our plans. Okay. So thank you all so much for joining me. Once again, I don't remember if I even said that at the beginning of this video. Thanks so much for joining me. This is a series of lunar tarot scopes, so I do a tarot and oracle card reading every new moon and every full moon. And the intention of these readings is to receive messages and guidance to support our continued growth and evolution on our path of ascension here in this lifetime. It is intended for the highest good of all of us who see this video, and for the greatest good of all that is. And I work with my guides, my team I call them, of guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, star beings, and earth beings, elementals, all sorts of different beings, various forms of the goddess and god. And I also channel for people who are watching the videos, teams, if I have your permission. And sometimes I will verbally ask out loud, sometimes I ask on a soul level, and it is always up to you whether or not you consent to that. So if you do not consent to that, it's not going to happen for you. You'll still get a message that is relevant from the video, but I'm not going to cross anybody's boundaries of autonomy. We all are, I respect all of us. Okay, so the deck that I'm going to be using is called the Fifth Tarot, and it's created by Teresina and Martine Bakens, my teachers. It's an amazing tarot deck that is attuned to the vibrational frequencies of the fifth dimensional Earth. I'm also going to, well, a couple cards already fell out, of the Goddess Guidance Oracle by Doreen Virtue, and also the Angels of Atlantis Sound Healing Oracle deck by Stuart Pierce. So I'm going to pick a couple of tarot cards for this time period between the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, September 16th, and the new moon in Libra, September 30th, 2016. Here's one. Another one, and one more. So we've got 3 this time, and I'm going to pull one more Angels of Atlantis card. One already came out of the deck while I was preparing for the video, but I do feel like there's one more, here it is, that wants to come out. First I'll start with the cards that came out of the decks while I was preparing. The first card was from the Angels of Atlantis Oracle, and it's Shamael, Beginnings. The Archangel Shamael is the divine companion. In this deck, the angels are depicted as orbs, which is kind of nice. That's how I interpret them when I see them. Shamael is a very calming, soothing, peaceful energy, and this is a reminder of us that we are on a path of new beginnings right now. We can see that the waves have washed up on the shore, and there are some wave patterns in the sand of the waves that have come before, and they will be washed away as the new waves come up onto the beach. It's a really beautiful image and depiction. We also see somebody walking towards the sunlight on the beach. So of course, at the ocean or anywhere, well, particularly in the ocean, is a wonderful place to cleanse with the salt water. So cleansing ourselves of anything that we've been holding on to, or just cleansing ourselves in general, energetically as well as physically, so that we can start a new beginning right now. And right now, always in this present moment, having the ability to start a new beginning. The second card that came out before the reading began was one of the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards, and it is the Goddess Freya, Bold. The message is, unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. Freya is a Nordic goddess who is a very powerful goddess, a very sensual goddess, a very uninhibited goddess. Most goddesses are rather uninhibited, but she is the goddess that Friday is named after, and sort of thank God it's Friday, the energy of Friday being very exciting and ready to go out and have fun. This is a direct call to us to unleash our adventurous side, to take risks and be daring. Not saying put yourself in danger, but if there's an opportunity that you might not normally take, consider it twice. There's also a crystal castle in the background here, as well as Freya's pet. Her familiar is a lynx, which is medicine of the north. North medicine has been coming to me quite a bit lately. We also see the northern lights depicted here. North medicine is very wild. North medicine is very old. It's having the inner fire stoked so that you don't get cold no matter what the situation or where you are. So as we got the message for cleansing with our first card, with this card we also get the message to take care of our energetic well-being by cultivating our chi, our life force energy. You could do this with qigong or yoga or whatever your individual practice is. Some people like dance, some people like other types of energy work or meditation. Of course, eating very healthful foods and drinking enough water, getting exercise, making sure you get enough sleep, taking care of stoking that inner fire so that you can be bold and take action. And we also have another goddess guidance card that came out of the deck before the reading began. It's Yemanja, Golden Opportunity. Yemanja is an ocean goddess. So again, we have ocean energy, and again, we have a beginning energy. Golden Opportunity. The message here, important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So as she is coming out of the water, she has been cleansed of all limitation, and she's ready to take action, bold action, to walk through those doors that are opening now. So pay attention. There are opportunities around for all of us right now, and it's important for us to take action on the ones that are right for us. It reminds me of hawk energy. So one of the medicines of the hawk is observation and decisive action based on that precise observation, that awareness, that presence. This is also abundance. We see here Yemanja is wearing cowrie shells, which are a sign of abundance. She's a very powerful, very beautiful goddess, also affiliated with all of the sea creatures, including dolphins. Dolphin energy has been coming up so much lately. It's beautiful. Okay, so on to the tarot cards. Wow, okay. The first card which we received is in the Major Arcana, and it is card number 3, the Empress. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and out. Take a look at this card. See if there's anything that your eye gets drawn to. Does it remind you of anything? Does it bring up any type of emotion or memory or thought or feeling? This is in the earth suit, which has to do with our manifest physical reality, also our physical bodies, our day-to-day lives. It could have to do with business. It could have to do with your home. This card is the Divine Feminine card. The Empress is the Divine Feminine incarnate. She is nurturing. She's nurturing a doe, a baby deer, in this image, which is a sign of gentleness and also of exploration. There's also a rose. Of course, we have the moon, Venus, and the Pleiades, as well as the Empress herself standing on top of Mother Earth. She also has a crown that goes Also to her throat, that is 2 serpents. And in a lot of ancient artwork, the serpent symbolizes awakening, enlightenment. And so, and it's also a symbol of the goddess, which coincidentally also has to do with why it has been so demonized in certain other cultures. So, regardless of that, this is a very powerful card reminding us to balance ourselves, be physically embodied, enjoy sensual pleasures, receive intuition, receive and be open to our inner knowing, play the roles of the goddess, the maiden, the mother, the crone. This card has a lot of mother energy. She's nurturing this baby animal. She's standing on top of Mother Earth. And there's also this crescent moon sign of the goddess as well, which many priestesses wear here. Very powerful card. Beautiful. There's also a rainbow of colors in this card. So really calling out to the rainbow tribes, which are coming together now. It's so beautiful. We're seeing Indigenous people from all over the world coming together at Standing Rock in North Dakota to protect all of our water rights. We're also seeing the continued awakening of the rainbow tribe of warriors, peaceful warriors around the world. So this is just a continuation of that, nurturing connections with people who you feel affiliated with, similarly to the way that the rainbow tribe feels affiliated with one another. Our second card is the Initiate of Fire. They just keep coming. So this is a court card. Each suit, there are 5 suits in this deck. Each suit has cards number 1 through 10, and then also court cards. And this is a court card, which is a higher octave of the suit of fire. The Initiate of Fire card shows us the phoenix rising up out of the fire. It also is reminiscent to me of the Thunderbird because some of those streaks of fire look like lightning. And so this is a very powerful bird tribe leadership energy, strength. So I mentioned earlier having that feeling of the tower, of everything crumbling around us. This is what comes after that, us rising up and expressing. The colors here are orange and blue. So the sacral chakra, what are you here to create? How are you here to relate to others? And blue, expression. How are you here to express? What are you here to express? So there's a lot of initiation going on right now. I have received an initiation from a hawk a couple of years ago, and was gifted its medicine and have been led that it is appropriate for me to sometimes share this hawk medicine with people. So if that resonates with you, contact me. I'll leave the information below this video. And the last tarot card which we received for this reading is the 3 of Lotus, multi-being, another 3. This is in the suit of Lotus. Lotus is the ether suit, it's our soul essence vibration. Again, 3 is the goddess number. Beauty, love, abundance, receptivity, creation, birthing and dying, the cycles of rebirth. And this card in particular is multi-being, the 3 of Lotus. So the recognition that we are multidimensional beings, and that we, in the same way that we are, if you're familiar with the teachings of Zen Buddhism and Thich Nhat Hanh, interbeing, we inter-are. That teaching is that all of life and all that is interrelated. We cannot exist without other, and we also are other, we inter-are. This is multi-being as well as interbeing. So we inter-are and we multi-are. So this is a nod to the fact that we are existing in multiple planes of existence at the same time, and we can tap into whatever our skills, abilities, memories, etc. are in any or all of those timelines or space-time lines whenever we so choose, if we have that awareness. This can also be a call to do that and to bring aspects of yourself through into this incarnation in this timeline. Some gifts and abilities that you have, some knowings that you have that are, say we're this one, right? Just as an example, say that we are this lotus in this space-time reality. We can bring, yes, they're saying it's here. So you can go back to your origin space and bring forth your knowledge from your origin space here. And you're being invited to do that now. Okay. And the last card is from the Angels of Atlantis deck, and it is the Archangel Zaphkiel, Ecstasy. Zaphkiel is the divine lover, and ecstasy, this state of bliss and ecstasy and oneness with all that is available to all of us as well. It's almost like being a fool because you're so overwhelmed with the ecstasy, the divine bliss of all that is. It's a very powerful energy right now. I'm starting to feel it like come up the back of my neck and into my head. It feels great. Not sure how much longer I'll be able to coherently speak for, but that's okay. And that is a part of ecstasy. So in this we see a nun being cared for by angels in a state of rapture. So it's saying open up to this ecstatic state, which we all are and have access to. I'm going to also take a look at the little booklet for the sound healing deck because that's a good idea. Zaphkiel, ecstasy. It says chant Ha in the heart chakra to open this channel of light-filled inspiration from the angelic realms. And then the other one we got was Shamael Beginnings. Shamael. Beginnings. Chant Om Bhurva Svaha, the beginning of the famous Gayatri mantra, to bring the new energies dancing through. Okay, so I'm going to end the video with some chanting, which I invite you to join me with. Thank you again so much for watching this video. Please do like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share this video with any friends who you feel would benefit from it. I love getting comments from all of you, and I'd love to hear from any of you if you're interested in a personal reading or a long distance or in-person energy healing session. I also have some upcoming events which I'd like to share with you before I do the chanting. So this weekend, which is the weekend of September 16th through 18th, I will be offering a workshop on psychedelics and consciousness at Quantum Flux Festival in Greenbrier, Arkansas. And pre-sale tickets have sold out, but you can still purchase tickets at the gate there in Greenbrier. Look it up at fluxfestivals.com. Also, I'm very excited to be bringing the Nectar of the Goddess Temple to Unify Fest in Santa Fe, New Mexico, the weekend of, actually it's Thursday through Monday, September 22nd through 25th, 2016. So that's going to be a really high vibrational, amazing fall equinox gathering in Santa Fe, New Mexico, which you are all invited to. I highly recommend it. More information can be found at unifyfest.com. I will also be in Colorado in the first week of October and available for personal sessions then. I'll also be doing a couple of group sessions on Tuesday, October 4th in Boulder, Colorado. I'll be offering a Magdalen code sonic activation with crystal singing bowls, and also a womb activation ceremony and gathering for women. Both of those will be held at a private residence in Boulder, Colorado on Tuesday, October 4th, 2016. I'm also very excited about the Portal to the New Earth gathering, October 14th through 17th at Garth's Boulder Gardens near Joshua Tree, California, so check that out as well. Okay, so much love and many blessings, and here we go with the chanting. I'm going to start out with the beginning of the Gayatri mantra. And that goes along with this card, Shamael Beginnings. So I'm going to go ahead and take a deep breath in and out, and then I'll begin. Om Bhurva Svaha. Om Bhurva Svaha. Om Bhurva Swaha. Makes me want to just go into the whole rest of it right there. Beautiful. And then Zafkiel, Ecstasy. It's a good note to leave it on, Ecstasy. And so this one is chanting Ha through the heart chakra in the middle of your chest. Ha. Alright, y'all, so much love and many blessings. Until next time.